Okay, so let me share my screen now. Okay, so first I'll go with basics initially because I know this metadata is something very, I mean, if you are a new to market, it would be difficult to understand or interpret. If you are very much matured in understanding the data of Nifty, if you're playing, then it should be easy. But still, I will try to explain uh, how to read this metadata. I see a couple of more guys joining us. So let's wait. I'll just add them here. Yeah. So we have Ravindra joining us. Hey, hi Ravindra. We have Aniruddha joining us. Thanks for joining in. I'll share my screen and we are just beginning with the session now. And I've also kept the recording. So in case, and I'll upload it to the our YouTube channel and you can access it from there. Okay. Okay, great. So let me share my screen now. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. I just wanted to first start talking about this particular bull versus bear image. This is the basically the core idea of our Nifty meter, and hence I want to emphasize on this particular image because everything revolves around this in this. Okay, so this image you might be familiar. We used to play this the tug of war, as you may call it, and you know that we are basically the winner of this tug of war is the one who will pull the rope to his side or her side, right? So this is the same game that happens in the market with bears and bulls. Okay. And the same approach, whether it is an index, whether it is stock, the same analogy applies to our market as well. Right. Now, if you see this tug of war, one of the way to identify who is winning or who is losing, right? If I have to tell you and you judge it in from this image, who will lose it or who will win it, you will try to see the basically that the way the people are basically putting effort, right? And there might be one at a once upon a time you will also observe that bears or bulls are trying to also give up in between, right? And that's where you will say abhi ye haar jayega, ab this now they will win the battle, right? Or now bears will win, now bulls will win. So that instinct is where when you see that who is basically giving it up, right? That is where we are trying to identify where the market will tilt and eventually who will be the winner. Now, same analogy we will apply in our Nifty data also. I hope everything is clear up till here, right? So, जैसे ही rope हाथ से छूटता है, that is the point for us to note. Correct? That who will, because you know that now जैसे ही bulls छोड़ रहे हैं rope, तो bears will win. And अगर bears छोड़ रहे हैं rope, तो bulls will win. Correct? Simple as that. Now, same, now I'll try to show you how we can read this in our Nifty data. Okay, so थोड़ा सा छिकाओ ये लोग बियर छिकेंगे बुल्स छिकेंगे बियर छिकेंगे बुल्स छिकेंगे बट नाउ you should note the direction where it will go. So I'll move on to our Fin Nifty data for 7th of, which is आज 8th है yesterday. Fin Nifty, it gave a very wonderful move. I just wanted to show you guys with this Fin Nifty meter data how easily you can catch the move. So that was the whole purpose of picking the data for 7th of June. So let me just open the Finifty data. So I have already refreshed it for 7th. You will not be able to see at the moment. You will be able to see 8th. This is only on my desktop. I have created this. I just see one more guy waiting in the room. I will just admit him. Uh, okay. Let me also check if anyone else is waiting in the room. Shashikala. Okay. Great. Thanks, Sashikala, and thanks, Pawan, for joining in. We are just about to begin our discussions on how to read the meter data for FinNifty on 7th of November. We just spoke about the bull versus bear analogy, the tug of war, and now we are talking about the same in our Nifty meter. So there are two basically data points here: Nifty, FinNifty meter, and FinNifty MSG. MSG is something I will explain you later on, but at the moment you should only be starting with the old meter. So this is the first tab that you should be referring to. Now the the way to read this data is in simple terms, as I was talking about bear versus bulls. So you can see I would basically keep a color code here. So this is basically a strong move. Okay, as you see blue color. Now this blue color strong and then followed by a green color. Okay, which is, you can say this as a super strong move. Okay, you can say this as a strong move. Okay, and then we will have a red color or maybe orange that you see in our data, which is, I'll just move this to as orange because that is the color that you see. So this is basically the grip losing. Okay, grip losing, you can say. Whenever this tug of war, and if any one party is losing the grip, there will be a red color to it. Now this same color can come on this direction as well, right? So it will happen at both directions, on the bear side as well as bull side. So remember these three color combinations. It is very easy to catch the move now. Now we will move to Nifty metadata. So blue followed by green followed by, you can say this is red for us. Okay, I have kept it as amber here, but yeah, this is red. Now moving to our data. So starting at 918. So 918 you see bears, there was a blue movement, okay, with 30% and bull movement at 20%. Okay, so initially remember, for me, I never trade before 10 o'clock because that is where all the bulls and bears go into the fighting mode and it gives a very, very difficult move. It is just a start of the game. So, at the start, bulls and bears will give the 100% to protect themselves. But I have an entire day to play. So I will never trade before 10 a.m. That is my analogy and my rules, thumb rules that I follow. Definitely, you can play on basis this data, but there are chances that you will eventually, because it's a momentum is very high, volatility is high, you will eventually see option prices decay coming in, volatility IV increasing, delta increasing, theta decreasing or increasing, I would say rather, with the number of days fearing. So there will be fast momentum, and hence I try to avoid. I want to save my capital, so I'll avoid. So basically, you see the first three candles, 918, 921, 924, three blue candles on the bear side, and then two candles and one green candle on the bull side. Definitely, you will say who is stronger in the first three candles. You will say bear is stronger because three blue colors are there, and only two blue and one green is there. So definitely 924 tak you don't have any indication where market is moving because equal force लगा रहे हैं दोनों. Then let's monitor for next 3-4 candles. So you see the greens are coming in. So now there is a green force applied by bears. And on the bull side, there is a green color and then the force has decreased. You see, the force has decreased almost. Okay, you see the force decrease 1.29. Now this minus 1.6 is something you can call you are losing the grip on the rope. Correct? Initially also you see 20.54, 3.663 and 37. Initially also bears were stronger. So we were around 484 and you see in the first three candles only bears got the hold of the market and from 491 they took market to 468. तो ये जो 30 पॉइंट या 20 पॉइंट का मूव है डाउन साइड, दिस इज फिर निफ्टी फॉर यू 40 assuming 40 rupees one lot. I mean 40 का one lot है, 20 is the basically the move that you got. It is almost $800. Okay, but right now we'll not talk about that. I'm just talking about the number of points it has been giving as a fall. So this is where basically you have to be very quick. If you're not quick in actioning this, then eventually we'll lose it. Okay. Now let's move to next 4-5 candles. You see from reading this data, eventually 41% का एक बड़ा push आया था. So bulls came back with a good push 463 पे, correct? And they tried to move the market upside. You see, eventually they are moving upside. 473 and so from you can say 463 somewhere around they moved it to 473 somewhere and then there is a minus coming in. So -5 is something which is basically losing a grip. अगर ये lose हो रहा है grip bull में and at the same time bears are coming heavy. So if bears अगर यहाँ पे green या blue आता है on the bear side, then I will say the bulls are giving it up and which means market will turn bearish. So now I will jump to directly. So you see this whole game is happening. I am hoping that I am able to explain you the concept very well. But on Friday, if you see the moves basically started coming. You see the bears came in here at blue color around 443. Again, two blues are very strong from the bear side. the market at this point at 10:26, I would say it is for me it is basically a bearish market because there are two blues that have come in and no bulls are coming in. So reading this, I will wait. Okay. Now, if I was you, if I am a safe trader, there are few people who basically play in these different candles and they are trying to book say 5-10 points in between, which is also good. But for you guys, all the 12 participants that I see here, for you guys, I would only urge from the analogy that I explained to you in Nifty meter, whenever there is one of the parties, either bears or bulls, who is basically leaving or whose grip is losing, so check for a red candle. Okay. At the same time, if one is losing and the other is basically capitalizing on that with a blue color, then that is a perfect opportunity for you to sit and ride into that trade. Now, I will explain you what was that time when it happened. Okay. Now you see, I will jump to the candle where this happened. So 1:38 p.m. Okay, 1:38 p.m. If you see, there was minus 17.83. Now this minus 17 is very huge. All of a sudden, it was basically keeping quiet. The bears were keeping quiet, although there was no force in between. All of a sudden, minus 17.83 came at 1:38, and you see 11.65 blue color on the bull side. Now this is bull side, correct? This is bull side for you. All of a sudden, bulls came stronger here at 19,436. Now remember, whenever this indication comes, market will never immediately jump. It will take couple of candles, maybe 3-4 candles, and then a move can be anticipated. So next candle also you see minus came in, but here also there was some little minus. But I know the previous candle is positive. Again, the third candle came as a minus for me. So three consecutive candles as minus on the bear side means bears are losing the ground, which means bears fear that market will go up. They are all exiting it from this particular market, and bulls are coming in. So bulls, while they have not come in, but this is a good indicator for you that because bears are leaving it the hope that market will fall, and hence they are moving out. So you can basically start your journey. You can enter somewhere around 19,445. This is the entry point for you because three consecutive candles for me. Even one candle for me is a confirmation. The first candle, I will ride at 138. After 138 candle, I will enter at 19,436. This is a good option for me to ride it. And you see now next what happened after few candles from 930 436, there was an immediate jump of 50 points, 19,500. You see almost 50 points jump again at 156. Again 17% of people, minus 17% on the bear side and 39% on the bull side. Again a quick confirmation. So market was at 19,514. Okay. So here was a good confirmation for you that market will still go up because this confirmation candle has come. So I can buy a future here of Finifty, and you can see the magic that will happen by it was at 156, almost 2 p.m. You can see the magic that happened by 3:30. So I'll directly go to 3:30. You see the, because it's a bull versus bear fight, bulls bears have already given up. So somewhere around here I got a notification at 156, 19,514. Market has to go up, and eventually you see market in between it went to 548, 543, 550, and eventually ended at 582. Now this direction was already decided with this kind of I would say interpretation of the data, right? So 156, 138, two big candles for me on that day, and it made my life very easy. If you are a safe trader, you can book 10-15 points. If you want to still ride with confidence, you can ride with say 30-40 points also, because this is a good I would say candidate for you to enter as a safe candidate. Okay guys, so I hope I am able to explain you guys this concept of bull versus bear in the Nifty, Fin Nifty data. Now I will stop. If you have any questions, please clarify it, because this is something many people are using it on our group and they have benefited significantly. I have few members already in this group who have tasted the success themselves. I normally post their profits, but I don't disclose their name. But they have been trading very well in Nifty meter. There are players who are doing very well in stock meter as well. So I will now stop here. For all the 12 participants, feel free to throw any questions. I'll go at the top if you have want me to start from the top. Anyone?
And so you'll be sharing this Nifty meter data throughout the day, or you are just teaching us like how to interpret?
See, this data, first of all, our intention is not to provide you tips, number one. Okay. We are here to provide this analytics to you guys as a self-service platform so that you can read and decide the direction of the market. So this data is available through a web link, which will be provided to you if you are subscribing for a Nifty index only meter. You will get an account where you can access this link and you can see the data yourself. Okay. And you can interpret. Now, one more thing that we are doing is uh, in the whole day, I know most of you guys are doing into working in offices and busy in different things. What we will be also eventually doing is whenever such combination comes, like a red versus a blue, or maybe vice versa, if red comes on the bull side also and blue comes on the bear side, which means it's bearish, what we will do, we will give you an alert. Like we are giving you alert on Score Pundit Prime alerts, you will get an alert that Nifty has formed basically bears are giving up or bulls are giving up. That kind of alert you will get at whatever time that indication comes, and you can quickly go to the your Nifty meter, gauge the assess the meter performance or assess the direction and take your trade eventually. So by that means you don't have to sit completely. If you are not an intraday trader, not a problem. You can wait for that alert and then you can sit. So for example, if on 7th November, there will be two alerts coming to you. One is, so there are three alerts in fact. At 11:44 also there is one alert I see. At 1:38 there will be one alert of this combination, and then eventually there will be another alert at 2 p.m. 1:56 I see, and then I see at 2:09 p.m. So there will be such alerts only specific to that time zone that will you will receive. Okay, so you don't have to always keep refreshing if you are not an intraday trader. I hope that helps. I am not sure who has asked that. Is it Srimanta that you asked that question?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I hope that helps.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. No worries. Now, for intraday traders, just to add, so this is Finifty data. So normally the way I do it, I start my day, I put Finifty here, 5 minutes time frame, and I just draw the support and resistance based on the, you can just zoom in or zoom out basically as per your ease. I zoom out basically for say this data which is visible from 5 minutes, it is from 18th October. And I just draw basis the support and resistance that I see here. Okay. Now, if this is 7th of November, okay, this I'll just zoom into 7th November. I got an indicator at 138, correct? That market will move up based on the combination that we saw. So 138 is somewhere around here. Okay, here. Now I know this support is here. Okay. So this will be my stop loss. And I know the resistance is way high, somewhere around here. This was something that I already drew from previous day. So see on 6th, here somewhere, 6th November at 525. Oh, sorry, 325. It already made a high and then it dropped. Correct. So this was a basically a support resistance line for me. So when at 138 the market gave me indication here, this is again a sure shot confirmation for me that I have a limited money to lose because I am on support. It will definitely bounce from here, and you see how beautifully it went up. So this is how I do it using a support and resistance method along with the Nifty meter data. Okay. Chalo, moving back to Finifty. If any other questions, please feel free to. I see one more person joining in, GSR. Hey, hi, GSR. Mr. Vicky. So hope any questions, feel free to. I think GSR, you are joined for the first time. If you have any questions on Finifty, I just explained them. But feel free if you have any queries to ask on the Finifty data. Everybody is comfortable using it? No, no questions for me. I feel,
Rishabh, can we check today's
yeah, yeah.
data if it is possible?
Sorry. Can you repeat again?
Can we check today's data if it is possible?
Today's data I'll have to basically refresh, but I'll tell you today's data. It was very much into you can say a consolidated, a small zone where it traded. In fact, I today was away completely from market. I haven't actually checked it myself yet, and this data is currently pointing towards 7th November. I will have to request my developer to change it. He is already off for work, ended his work, but no problem. We can have a check on 8th today's data, and you can have a communication with me over Telegram chat. We can definitely see the indicators for today, whether there was a combination of red versus blue in today's data or not. So you can just check it once the data is refreshed back to 8th November. So by tomorrow morning, you should be able to before 9 a.m.
Sure, Rishabh. Yeah, I'll check it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, this is what this 1138 wala indicator is something you should be such kind of combination red versus blue is what you should be looking at, and not only blue, just check the percentage also, so 11 percentage versus 17 percentage, and then also look at the percentage here at around 156, so 39% is very high. So assuming 39% bull power has been applied and bears are totally giving it up, so they are basically, the grip on the rope has loosened by the bears, and eventually, if bears are loosening the grip, they fear, in other terms, they fear that market will go up. Their fear is our victory. So that is how we also read it in our stock meter. So any minuses coming in, so because big players are very smart. Any up move which is coming, they are well aware of the up move, and hence they try to close their position. That is always the first thing that happens in the market. Achanak say bulls will never come. There is an indication. Bears are very sophisticated people. They know what is coming in, and hence their fear is what we need to capture. Okay. So for some people, it is trading at, for example, at 138, 19436. You can buy a 19400 call. You can buy a 19500 call if you're option trader. For me, I am a hedge trader. What I will do is I will short a 19400 ka put. That is how I normally trade. And I can eventually eat the premium, whatever it gives me, 20, 30, 40 rupees premium it is. I can eventually eat the premium. That is my own methodology to work. I don't normally, I avoid option buying from my own experience, even though it gives a good returns, but that is how I trade. Okay. I think we are almost near the time. Please feel free to ask, and you're aware that we are going into a paid subscription model for all the 3 meters, and we have kept the subscription very nominal. For all the 3 meters, it's 3000 plus 10% discount, so 2700. So 1 meter cost you 900 for per month, which is very less, I would say. We have tried to, based on your request, we have tried to keep it very nominal and minimum. I know you must, all of you might also be, there are requests coming that they only want Nifty meter data. They don't want to see Bank Nifty. But there are guys on this group whom I have told that if you see only one data, because there are sometimes Bank Nifty might not perform well, but Bank Nifty will pull the Nifty up as well. So you need to have at least both the meters open always in front of you. कई बार होता है रिवर्स मूवमेंट आते हैं, so you need to be well versed of such movements as well. And hence recommendation is to have at least both Bank Nifty and Nifty meter along with you. So this is something which happened on 7th. Now giving you an update of what's new coming into this particular bear versus bull. there are a lot of attempts we are making for you guys where I should give you the entry point. Now, this is something that you are able to read, but where you should enter. Now, that is an indicator too that I am still working to get 100%, almost not 100%, but at least 90% accuracy, that it will tell you that please write enter here now at 138. Or maybe I can say this is a Muhurat time for you to enter at 138. So that is something I am working on with my developers. But to be honest with you guys, there are a lot of fake moves that are coming in, that are happening in the market. I just want to avoid those. That is the reason I'm not able to give you that indicator at this moment. We are still testing it. It works in one data point for one day, but in other data point, say it will work for October month. But all of a sudden, when I test it with August data, in say 2 sessions of August, it will give you a false move. Now I want to avoid that. That is the reason I'm not able to give that indicator to you guys. But we are working on that. That if you get that indicator too, then I think it will be very life easy for you, especially for the guys who are working professionals. So alert will come in. That's where you'll need to quickly jump in wherever you are. You are taking on lunch, you are on meeting. Maybe if you see the alert, you can directly take a 5 minute break and go for the trade. Okay. Any other news? We also have a notification. Let me see if anything there is in the chat. Need to calculate haircut price to the, yeah. So good question, Sashikala. Haircut price here. So yeah. So I'll tell you what is haircut here. So if you are an option trader, boss, and when you get an alert, okay. So for example, 19454, somewhere around here, or maybe one. I will take this example only of 138. So 19436. Now the option price will basically, because this is expiry day for Finifty, and you are trading, you are buying an option. So option price at this time was say around 20 rupees. Now haircut is basically because it's expiry. So normally my haircut on expiry is always 30 to 40%. So I will not enter. I will only enter basically with a haircut of after 30% price falls. So if it is 20 rupees premium with a 30% fall, I will only enter with 6 rupees down, which is 14 rupees. But hota kya hai? This is a expiry day. So eventually it might happen, you will get that price of 14 and then it will jump. So you can wait for a haircut. Okay. If you don't want to wait for a haircut, you can apply this analogy. So the support and resistance. Okay. So if your price is somewhere around here, you get an indicator. You know that support is also small here. So you can directly without haircut, you can enter. Right. So this will also help you. So haircut is so 10% haircut if you are 4 days away, 20% haircut if you're 3 days away from expiry, then 30% haircut if you're 2 days away from expiry. So that is the call that you need to take. But I would recommend you use the support resistance. This is very easy. This is trading view. I think a lot of softwares provide you this ready-made support resistance. So you can use that to your benefit with stock meter. The Finifty meter. Okay, any other questions you can drop in the chat. We'll wait for a minute. If not, no questions, then I will give your time back. Have a sound sleep and maybe we connect tomorrow again for any questions that you may have. Because from tomorrow we will be disabling all the free links, whichever are posted on our group, and we will be only going for paid subscription. But now before we close, just wanted to know, guys, from you. I know there are a lot of members who are still new, who haven't used. I see GSR, you mentioned you haven't used it. And there are still 100 odd users in our group who haven't used it. So if you want to go for paid, we are happy to enroll you for paid version. But if you want to go for free, if you are new to this, what we can do is we can give you Nifty meter, still give you a Nifty meter link, but the refresh frequency would be 20 minutes. That is what max we can do, guys, because we are already going into paid version. So it would be injustice with the paid users because they are already paying for it. And for free users, that is the maximum thing that we can give you. So 20 minutes refresh. With the paid version, it will have 3 minutes refresh. So as you see, 1921 versus 1924 and 28. So 3 to 4 minutes refresh is what paid members will get, and free members will get 20 minutes. I hope that is sound and justified and fair for everyone. Okay, great. Any last questions?
Could you please repeat the subscription fees?
Subscription for Nifty, I mean the index meters.
And stock?
Stock is 6,000, but we are offering 10% discount, which is 5,400. And if you basically bring in your additional friend or colleague and he subscribes, you get an additional 10% off on 5,400.
Okay.
So which, yeah, so that's how it is. So any one of your friend comes in, two friends comes in, you get 20%. You bring 5 friends, it's almost you are nearing to half of the subscription fees. Okay. And if you have any queries, we have admin. You can reach out to admin. He will clarify your doubts regarding subscription. Okay, great. Thanks everyone for your time. All the best for tomorrow. And if any queries, please drop a note to me or admin. We will happy to clarify your doubts. Thank you very much. Good night.